Welcome to Local SEO Unlocked, your ultimate guide for mastering local search marketing. Dive deep into the dynamic and ever-changing world of search. Whether you're aiming to boost visibility or engage local customers, this podcast is your pathway to not just being seen, but becoming a local favorite. Now, here's your host, Christian Hustle.
Man, I have a story to tell you today. I just got back from a month-long trip that I'm going to give you some of the details. But when we came back, I discovered the power about Google reviews velocity online, right? Whether you're going too fast, too many can be spammy, things like that. What happens when you don't get a review for 4 to 6 weeks? That's what we're talking about today because we learned this the hard way, right? So stay tuned. Welcome to the Local SEO Unlocked channel. Hey, welcome back to the show. My name is Christian Hustle. If this is the first time you join us, this channel is all about the hustle, right? Like helping you grow your business with local marketing, digital marketing, etc. And I bring a very interesting and funny story because obviously funny, we can laugh now, but it's not funny when it's going through. Anywho, I spent a month traveling through Southeast Asia, went to Japan, South Korea, Vietnam. Amazing time, great stories that I want to talk to you about on a different video. Especially my experience with Google Maps in those countries was super interesting. And also planning a trip using ChatGPT was also a phenomenal experience that I want to talk to you about in a different video. But I wanted to prioritize this video because it's such an interesting one, and I just want to open it up for debate. This is my own theory. I don't have more proof than what I'm about to show you. The long story short, right? So we were gone for 4 weeks. I've mentioned in the past that me and my wife, we own some nail salons. The one that she operates, the one where she works at on a daily basis, well, she was gone, right? We were gone for 4 weeks. So even though, yes, we have software or, software for following up on reviews, we have QR codes, signs on the stores. If you're not asking the customer for a review, they just completely blindly, ignore those signs. And this is the proof of the pudding, right? So 4 weeks went by, we came back. The week after we came back, so obviously the first few days were just jet lag. It was a nightmare. But once I got back into full online, checking up on stats and analytics and things like that, I discovered that specific nail salon location had dropped from our usual top 3 down to 15 to 20, ranking 15 to 20 on our main keywords like nail salon near me, nail salon, all the basic keywords. And I was freaking out. I was like, what the hell happened, right? And I was doing full SEO audit. I know the team was managing, we keep doing all our ongoing optimizations for it. So I know it was not a lack of just, leaving it on its own. It was not that, right? So I had to figure it out. I know while I was gone, I was kind of glancing at the news. There were many, many Google updates, but I had a feeling that was not the issue either, just, from experience. So I did all the kinds of audits that you would do for a new business, right? We did, and we use a tool called Bright Local, where we just basically analyze the entire local visibility. I couldn't find anything wrong. I mean, listings were there. Listings continue to grow. The website on organic search continues to rank at the top. So that's not the issue either. So I just couldn't figure it out except for one thing I noticed, right? The last review we have received on this location was, according to Google, doesn't give us an exact date, but it said close to or near 8 weeks ago. So give or take, right? 6 to 8 weeks ago. And that was shocking, right? It's like, so what are all these systems that we have and we don't get a review when we're not at the shop asking customers or asking, employees to ask for those reviews. So anyway, I call my wife as soon as I find all this and I tell her, hey, we dropped. Like, this is bad. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't really understand what's going on, but I do see that we haven't get a review in those 6 to 8 weeks, right? And we hang up the phone. She immediately tells a customer at the shop, right there and then, can you leave us a review, right? If you had a good experience, can you leave us a review? She does. So this customer goes online while at the shop and leaves a 5-star review. I see it come in within 20 to 30 minutes and just go on with the day. The next morning is like time to attack again, time to figure out, continue the audit, what the hell is going on. So I run another ranking update to update the rankings of our locations, so the geo grid, which basically tells you where you rank on Google Maps on a map, right? So it points, I'm showing here a screenshot, it points the dots on how far you rank really well. So anyway, to my surprise, we jumped back. And I say surprise because I was still in auditing mode. I was still not taking any action. I was not touching anything anywhere except for that one review that came in. And I got just like so surprised and excited. I mean, yeah, because I hadn't seen this before. We've heard a lot about Google reviews velocity, where you don't want to get too many too fast because it seems spammy, right? But I hadn't seen one where a business doesn't get any reviews for quite some time and you drop from visibility. Yes, it kind of makes sense, right? Like if I think about like from the Google perspective, it really makes sense to me as if I'm acting as Google. It just means that business is not as active. They're not, people are not raving about it, whatever that may be. But I hadn't seen it firsthand. So again, this is my theory. I'm not saying it's set in stone. This is a ranking killer. We know is a ranking factor. Like we know reviews and reputation is a ranking factor. But what happens when you don't get those reviews consistently over, on a weekly basis? Is this a ranking killer? Now, that's where I want to open it up for you. I wanted to jump in and even skip our regular content schedule that I have coming up for you, because I want to open this up. I want to hear, have you seen anything like this? And secondly, do not let this happen to you. This is the importance of why you need to, regardless of if you have text follow-ups, email follow-ups asking for reviews, even if you have signs on the stores, this is the proof in the pudding. If you do all this, do not stop asking customers. Like you have to ask the customer, hey, have you had a good experience? Go leave us a Google review. It will really help us do all these things and grow and drive more customers and make sure that we're visible on Google, whatever you may want to say. The important thing is it was a shocking story, right? Like I said, it's shocking because I just hadn't seen the opposite of slow velocity in your reviews killing your rankings. Even though if you've done everything else right and everything else is being optimized, if you're not getting consistently at least one or two a week, this worst case scenario, there's a chance that it might affect visibility. According to this, again, this is just my theory, my opinion, my own story. Don't quote me on this because I would really like to continue testing this, to be honest. It's hard because it means like you're sacrificing not collecting reviews. But if anybody else has seen this, if you heard stories like this, please drop them in the comments. I would love to hear it. But with that, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Like I said, we have a couple of episodes coming. I want to tell you more about my trip, my experience using Google Maps, using ChatGPT for planning my trip, and a ton of other content that's in the works, all right? So if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, give it a like, and share it with your colleagues or friends. Hopefully, especially if you have small business owner friends, share this video with them and show them why it's so important to collect those reviews and ask for them, okay? All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Keep hustling.
Thanks for tuning in to Local SEO Unlocked. For more resources to help you succeed in local search marketing, visit us at woobound.com/podcast. Don't miss out on becoming the local favorite. Join us next time for more insights and strategies. Until then, keep hustling.